Let's go to the Electoral Commission first.
Welcome you all to the last press briefing of the day. In our previous briefing, the Commission indicated that polls closed officially at 5 p.m. We further stated that there may be some few polling stations where we still have voters in the queue, but would be allowed to vote, provided they were there at 5. Currently, collation of both presidential and parliamentary results are underway in all the 276 constituency collation centers. The Commission wishes to inform the leadership of all political parties and presidential candidates that the collation centers are restricted areas. Only persons who have been accredited by the Electoral Commission can have access to the constituency collation centers. And each candidate has 2 agents at each of the collation center. There is no need for the collation centers to be overcrowded. Reports from the regions indicate that about 60% of the polling station results have been received at the constituency collation centers. We also have reports of the number of second requests for recounts at polling stations. So far, we have only 1 polling station, which is the Suaman constituency in the Western North region, which has recorded a second recount for votes at the constituency collation center for the final recount by the returning officer. With respect to the performance of our returning officers and collation officers, they have performed their duties creditably and professionally and have so far been very impressive. And the Commission would still urge them or encourage them to discharge their duties professionally as they start to collate results at the various collation centers. With respect to security presence, their presence at the collation centers has been stable and very encouraging. The police has been able to maintain effective security at the collation centers so far, although a few of the centers that have been overcrowded, they have been brought under control by the police. We also have some observers at the constituency collation centers. We have Cordio, we have ECOWAS, we have AU, and the Commonwealth. With respect to political party or candidates' agents at the collation centers, most of the candidates have their agents currently at the collation centers where collation is ongoing. The candidates have been very cooperative at the constituency collation centers so far, and we still urge them to cooperate with the Commission to ensure a seamless collation process or exercise. With respect to the media, the Commission appreciates the high level of their professionalism demonstrated so far. But we, however, urge the media to always verify or cross-check their information, as well as, importantly, the results that they put into the public domain. On this note, we would want to thank all of you. And from here, we will be heading towards the Collation Center, the National Collation Center, and wait for the results from the regions. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Who's that?
There are questions. So that's from the EC's headquarters, and we've just been listening to Samuel Tete, one of the commissioners, and he was right, was he not?
Yes, he was.
That you don't have any business at the Collation Center. We're getting information that the collation centers are getting swamped with party supporters, and it's making it difficult even for those who are bringing the ballot boxes to get access into the centers themselves.
Well, I think we have to use this opportunity and this medium to call on all persons who are there to exercise some level of restraint. I mean, we've won all the praise in terms of how citizens have been involved, how they've been.
All right, vigilant. So the journalists are asking the EC some questions. Let's take that.
Even enter the Collation Center. Is the EC still on course to collate and declare the results within 72 hours?
I am Araba Edu from GH1 TV, Star FM, and all our affiliate stations. Now, our correspondent is reporting of a shooting incident at the Ebuakwa North EC office. Has this come to the attention of the EC, and what's your reaction to this?
My name is Zita Okwan. I work with Class FM. My question is about collating of packing of ballot boxes from the centers to the collation centers. What did the EC plan to, or how did the EC plan to move these ballot boxes? Because in Nungwa Traditional Authority Center 1B, there was an incident where an individual or a private vehicle had to transfer a ballot box to the collation center, which actually brought about chaos. How is the Electoral Commission moving ballot boxes from the centers to the collation centers?
Okay, thank you so much. My name is Inshira Kwabi, and I'm representing Asase Radio, Asasepa Radio. And I want to say thank you to the Electoral Commission. It's been a long day for all the development so far, so well done to us all. And my question is that initially you told us that the last update was on the 50% turnout. We would like to know as media if you've been able to tell us the total percentage of turnout so far after the entire election. And lastly, it was alleged that there was a police force using tear gas on people, and even one EC official being caught up at the Okaikwe North Constituency Collation Center. We would kindly want to know if this issue has come to your notice. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Edward Aqua, Ghana News Agency. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Swama constituency. So the request for recount, respectfully, what necessitated a request and what does it entail? If you could educate us a bit.
Mawina with TV3. It's the last session for the day. So if you could kindly allow us ask the questions. In the lead up to today, the commission had stressed on decongesting collation centers, and I recall very well when the EC took, with the help of GJ, took journalists through a training. The understanding we got is that the EC had introduced reforms where presiding officers are to head towards collation centers with just their pink sheets, and then the ballot boxes are to head towards the district offices of the Electoral Commission. What has changed between then and now, where we're seeing presiding officers move to collation centers with ballot boxes which is resulting in the chaos? Has the EC issued a subsequent directive which has changed what was supposed to be an earlier directive which would help in congestion?
So the sixth question, that's the last one, is what I'm going to use to answer the third question. It's the same. You know, what the commission asked returning officers to do is this. All ballot boxes were to be sent to the district offices, so that the pink sheet, that's the Form 8A and B, are those to be sent to the collation centers to be delivered to the returning officer. However, some of the district offices are serving as what? Collation centers. So in case you find some ballot boxes being sent to a collation center, probably that collation center may be what? A district office. So that's the difference. Then this issue of declaring results within 72 hours, this is just by a convention. We don't have any law which is requesting for the duration. However, because the commission would want to prevent anxiety and all that, we try as much as possible to deploy all our resources to make sure that we get the results in good time. At times, situations arise where people may request for recounts, at the polling station level, at the collation centers and other things, which may, to a very large extent, affect declaration of the results early. However, we still maintain that the commission will do all what it can to declare the results at a very early time. The shooting incident at Abuakwanof hasn't actually come to the attention of the commission. I don't know if any of the commissioners is aware of that. The packaging of the ballots, that one has been answered. And the 50% turnout, as at the time, in the afternoon, we were getting the figures. But because the district officers, the returning officers, have been engaged in other activities, we are actually getting it very difficult to get all the figures. That is why we've not been able to give you the final turnout. But definitely in the course of tomorrow, we can get it for you. The request for the recount at Swerman, we are trying to get the reason for the request. The director, electoral services, is making efforts to get in touch with the regional director. So that brings us to the end of no, that's what I told you. Yes. Yeah. No, it is not the policy of the commission to use private vehicles. No. We use the commission's vehicle, or what we call commandeered vehicle. Those ones are sanctioned by the commission. We rely on maybe the Ghana Health Authority, district assemblies, vehicles, and other things, and that is what we use. No. We don't allow taxis to carry or deploy election material. So if you have that information, you can give it to us. We will investigate. But that is not the policy of the commission. Thank you.
Right. Sir, Bernard Atuata, United Television, kindly furnish us with the remaining 5 areas where recount.
Okay. So per the checks done by the Director Electoral Services at the polling station, one of the agents raised the issue of overvoting. So that's why it was sent to the Constituency Collation Center. They did a recount and they found out that there was no overvoting.
So the remaining 5 places where recounting has been called for?
No, I said so far it's only one place which has come to the attention of the commission.
Okay.
And that is Swaman.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Tete, please, could you kindly confirm the tear gas incident?
Please.
At the Okaikwe?
Yes, that also hasn't come to the attention of the commission.
Okay.
Say the tear gas by the police. No, it hasn't. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please, we said 5 questions and 5 questions. We've gone beyond 5 questions.